Good morning. Now, what if I told you that you could go round a kilo in weight for around £50 for a shelter that's completely bug free and waterproof? So you don't have to buy one of those expensive, lightweight hiking tents. That's what we're doing today. Just going to get to the test area, I'll set up and show you what I got. Right, so what do we have in the bag today? Let's have a look. I haven't had this old bag out for a long time. Oh, clips are a bit stiff. Or my fingers are, one or the other. Cheap pop-up bug net. And a tarp. Tarps. You can get them really cheap. You can spend money. This is, I suppose, mid-range, the DD one. Had it years, no idea how much they are now. I'm assuming they're 40-50 quid, something like that. But you can get half decent tarps, 25-30 pounds. Weight wise, with a tarp of this size, anywhere from 500 to probably 800 grams, something like that. I think this is around 650, something like that. And my pop-up bug net, which is always fun to use because it's quite cool, but it's interesting, shall we say, to pack away. Dirt cheap, absolutely dirt cheap. I've seen these as cheap as a tenner. Normally around the £15 mark you see them, which is what I think I paid. Again, around 500 grams. So depending on the top you're using, you're looking at a kilo. I think what I've actually got, probably 1.2 to be fair, but that's down to preferences and what you buy, isn't it? So let's set it up and let you see my train of thought, what I'm thinking. Now he was a bit reluctant to pop. It's been folded up in its packet far too long. It's not staked out, and the reason for that, this particular model doesn't have loops on the corners. It's something I need to adjust and do. It's a bit on the flexy side, as you can see, but once it was pegged out tight, it would make it, much more rigid. Already height, and if I pull the ends out, it's bigger than one of those like one-man sort of coffin style tents. My other thought with that style of tent is it's fine if there's enough room to get a sleep mat in and you sleep in. What if you've got a big bag with you and the weather's not very good? You've got to have that inside. It takes up so much room. The actual floor space is probably 3.5 feet, about 1 metre across, and it's a decent length. You could get your bag in there, but if you're sticking a tarp over the top, you've got tons of extra storage. Let's do that next. Well, what I've done is should we say worst case scenario, wind, rain, horrible weather, which is why this side's pinned down tight. I'm thinking about the wind coming in this way. This is going to get most of the weather. Just a simple ridge line from one edge to the mid point, and then from middle, stake down, pull the corners out. It's as simple as that really. But let me show you inside. Well, there's the pop-up bug net through the middle. I've got all this storage down either side and a load at the back. You're going to stay nice and dry. You're going to have room. If you're stuck in it the next morning after you've had your sleep, this is flexible. There's nothing to stop you squidging it, cramming it to the back, and then using this as your daytime space, as it were, where you can get a brew on, cook a bit of breakfast, something like that. Of course, this is shut right down, and this is why I think I would prefer this sort of setup for really light stuff. If you wanted more room and it wasn't ridiculously windy, of course the back end I wouldn't peg down. I would have it the same as the front here. Then you've got a shelter that's 10 feet long. It's a 3x3 tarp. So you could slide this right back and have an admin area at the front without disturbing your bed. If it was really warm weather, midsummer, hot sweaty night type stuff, but a chance of rain, there's nothing to stop you setting it up low like this, but in a diamond configuration like you would normally think running over the top of a hammock. You'll then get something like 14 feet of coverage along the ridgeline. Of course, you can slide your bedding with your net right to the back to where the point almost finishes, making sure obviously if it did rain you've got some coverage. Then you'll have a massive area at the front, and of course on a diamond you'll have like the wings going out either side, where you could potentially stick your bag under one side, camping chair if you had one, if you didn't want to fold it up at the end of the evening, you could stick it under the other side. I just think this in a lot of ways is more versatile than one of those lightweight hiking tents. They're very cool, don't get me wrong, I do like them, but if you're looking at the proper lightweight ones, the high-end type stuff, they're hundreds of pounds. Where this, 50 quid. The other thing, of course, is the hiking tent just goes up in the one shape. This you can adjust to where you're camping, what the weather is, what the temperature is. You can just do more with a tarp and a bug net. I think this is the way to go. In fact, I think if it's, some nice weather, next time I get to go camping, I might do this. Be interested to see what the overall bag weight will be once you add in a sleeping bag and your cook set and that sort of stuff. But no, you can get pretty light without spending a fortune. Right, a bit of bonus footage for you all. When I first got this pop-up bug net, I found it a real pig to pack. I just couldn't work out the correct way to fold it. I think I've sussed it. Of course, now I'm filming it, it probably won't go right, but we'll have a go. From the middle, take the end, twist it and fold in. Other end, twist it, fold in. Get the slat, push the slack inside. We've now got a circle, roughly. They're not quite lined up. Now, twist in opposite directions, make a figure of 8, like that. put the loops together. That's the size of the stuff sack. You won't believe how much I had a fight with this when I first got it. It used to take me like 15-20 minutes to work out how to put it away, and then I think it was more luck than judgment. But I've now got it sussed. Well, that's just showing you my train of thought on going lightweight camping. Of course, I've ridge lined it in this case. I'm in the woods, there's trees to tie to. There's no reason why, if you had walking poles, you couldn't just stick a walking pole either end, run a guy line off them, and do it out in the open. Tarps are adaptable. It's whatever you want it to be and what works for the environment you're in. Now, I'm afraid this weekend there will be no camping video. Two reasons really. One, I'm still not very well. Two, I've got a bit of a party to go to. It's actually the wedding reception for Kate and I this weekend. So rather than camping, I'm going to be partying. I'll see you all soon.